Are you a manager that is brand new in your position or possibly brand new to your department and you're trying to figure out how do I go about really engaging and getting the most out of my employees? Well, take a few minutes to listen to me as we're going to talk about 3 strategies on how you can be that dynamic manager. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm DC Howard. I am the care coach and I want to be your care coach as well. Care coach stands for career and relationship excellence. I'm also a master certified life coach through the Certified Life Coach Institute, which is an ICF accredited organization. ICF stands for the International Coaching Federation. But you are here because you want to understand how you can be that manager when it comes to being able to navigate as well as also work with your employees. And especially for those that are millennials, I most certainly, as a millennial myself, I actually definitely relate to this in that about now, maybe 5 years or so ago, I was actually promoted to the managerial position in my full-time job. And I was trying to understand, okay, how can I be able to be the best manager when it comes to individuals, especially in the fact that some of the individuals that I'm going to be managing are actually older and have been with the company and have more experience than I do. And that can be something that can be very daunting for a lot of folks, especially for our millennials, but depending upon your particular area, that may be your case as well. And so I'll be able to give you 3 strategies on how you can be that dynamic, once again, manager, so that you can be able to also produce dynamic employees. And so point number 1, or rather, if you will, principle number 1 of how you can be that dynamic manager is that you have to find passion in everyone. Once again, I'm going to say that again. You have to find passion in everyone. And the thing about when it comes to finding passion in everyone is that every individual is unique. And so one of the things that I must say that I take great pride in being a manager is that every day I'm learning and I'm, if you will, gathering another piece to the employee puzzle. What I mean by that is I'm understanding what makes my employees tick, what makes my employee motivated, what inspires him or her, what demotivates him or her. And the fact of the matter that when you're able to find passion in the people that you manage, that's a very big thing that's going to help you be able to navigate when it comes to getting the most out of your employees. For certain employees in which I'm still an employee as well, so I can look at it from both sides of the spectrum, it may be literally being able to get whatever it is that can get me the promotion, whatever it can get me the more money, whatever it can get me to be able to move up and down the ladder of my company. It may be that I'm really just here so that I have a viable wage that's going to be able to support my family. And so whatever means or whatever particular avenues that will allow me the freedom to be able to be with and support my family, that's my passion, if you will, there. It may be that this individual, this employee is trying to understand and be able to be more, if you will, effective on gathering a certain skill set. That's another particular avenue of where passion may be found. But the key thing is that as a manager, it's not just about you being able to meet the bottom line, but it's also about you being able to find passion in your employees. So we've got passion. Now let's talk about point number 2. Point number 2 is actually finding potential in employees. Finding potential in employees. And this is a very interesting piece because a lot of times as managers, we potentially have the tendency that we want to either do all of the work ourselves or that we want to take credit for the work that's happening, if you will, in your division, in your department, in your particular franchise. And I'm going to challenge you right now, especially for you, that millennial manager, where you feel as if that the world has to revolve around you and your leadership. The reality is it doesn't. The reality is, however, is that if you're able to find potential in each of those employees or in that employee that you're managing, that's going to make the world that much more dynamic when it comes to your workplace culture and your workplace environment. An employee wants to know that their manager is going to put them in the best position to win. I'm going to say that one more time. An employee wants to know that their manager is going to put them in the best position to win. And so therefore, it's your job to find what potentials do they have? What hidden skill sets do they have? What, if you will, proficiencies that they have that are going to give them the potential to be able to get that promotion, to be able to get that raise, to be able to get that bonus, to be able to get that notoriety in the company, be able to get that notoriety in the community, or to be able to get, if you will, that flexibility, that freedom that they so desire. That's what you want to be able to do for your employee, is that number one, you're able to find that passion, but number two, they're able to find that potential in your employee. All right, so we've got passion, we've got potential. Now let's get to point number three. Point number three is being able to find excellence in your employee, being able to find excellence in your employee. So excellence is a very interesting thing because it's not perfection, but rather excellence is the absolute best that your employee has when it comes to being able to do certain things and certain tasks. And so it kind of taps into, if you will, the potential, but it's, if you will, a little more extravagant or a little more specific when it comes to being able to navigate, okay, now what excellence does my fellow employee, what excellence do my fellow employees have? So you may find that certain employees are absolute masters of administrative things when it comes to being able to creating schedules, being able to creating templates, being able to mass produce certain documents. That may be the excellence that they have. Certain, if you will, employees are excellent when it comes to the execution. So being able to get a task done, being able to get everybody together, being able to make something mobilize. That may be the excellence where they have. Some, if you will, employees may be really good at seeing the big picture and being able to conceptualize things for not just themselves, but for other individuals. And so that's something that you may see. And then other employees are actually very, very good at being able to bring balance, being able to bring harmony, being able to bring synergy around your team. That's excellence in their capacities as well. And so being able to not only identify, but then utilize that excellence is going to be very key on how you're able to be that dynamic manager to those dynamic employees. So there you have it. You have three ways that you're able to ensure that you are that dynamic manager. Number one, being able to find passion in your employees. Number two, being able to find potential in your employees. And number three, being able to find excellence in your employees, which is a great acronym that you'll be able to remember, especially in the midst of a pandemic, is the acronym PPE. I hope this particular video has been of great blessing and benefit to you. I know that you are that dynamic manager, whether you already see it right now or as a result of this video, you see more of it even the more. And so I want to make sure that you do a couple of things before we leave. Number one, type in the comments about how these particular strategies have been able to help you when it comes to just thinking about how you're going to be able to be that better manager. What are particular things that you can do right now utilizing these strategies that I've given today and being a better manager? And then also, as always, be able to hit a thumbs up if this content was of great blessing and benefit to you, as well as also click subscribe, as well as also turn on notifications so that you can be a part of our phenomenal Wayineers network. Once again, thank you so very much for taking the time out to be able to watch this video, and I look forward to seeing and speaking with you soon.